What's poppin', guys? It's your boy Honeydew back at it again with another video, and today I'm gonna be reviewing a very anticipated shoe personally for me, the Hyperdunk 2017 Flyknit edition. So let's get right into it. So starting out strong with the traction of the Hyperdunk 2017. Just look at this shit. It looks like it's gonna grip like the Kobe 9s, and let me tell you, it definitely did. These were definitely on par with the Kobe 9s in my opinion, which was some of the best traction I've had of all time. So whether you're on clean courts, dusty courts, outdoors, you're going to be fine. You're going to be sticking like glue. The rubber compound feels very similar to the Kobe 9s, and also just the outsole like pattern and stuff is very reminiscent of the Kobe 9. So if anything, I feel like outdoors they'll work perfectly fine. However, they will burn pretty quickly because the rubber compound is kind of soft. But this is some of the best traction you can get, period. So yeah, traction was just amazing. Moving on to the cushioning of the Hyperdunk 2017 Flyknits, as you guys can see, they implemented their new foam, Nike React. Nike hasn't put out a new foam in a while, or new cushioning setup in a while, and since Adidas Boost has taken over everything, I think that's when they started working on this foam. So let me just tell you guys how the shoe performed for cushioning. In my opinion, I really liked it. It reminded me a lot of Under Armour Charged foam. Both setups felt pretty firm and really responsive. However, the impact protection is still there. So I think that that's a very good setup for me personally, because I really like I don't like too plush setups when I'm playing basketball. I want to feel really quick and explosive. So I feel like this setup was low to the ground, very responsive, and did have a lot of impact protection. Even though it didn't feel like very plush and soft, it just absorbed a lot of impact and my joints didn't hurt afterwards. So for me, this is like an ideal setup. I felt like I just was really more explosive and quick in the shoe. So that's all I could really ask for in a basketball shoe cushioning system. You could definitely say that I am a fan of Nike React. Just a reminder, it's not going to be as plush as Boost, or it's not going to feel as comfortable, I feel like, but it is a little bit more responsive, and just like you feel quicker when you're playing in Nike React. Moving on to the materials, as you guys can see, I have this pretty saucy colorway, if I do say so myself. It's the Nike Lab edition. So for materials, we do have a Flyknit throughout the whole upper, and I think there are little plastic fishing lines like woven into the Flyknit as well. And then on the tongue, since this is the Nike Lab version, I feel like it's a little bit more premium, so they did put a really nice suede on the tongue that's super buttery soft. And I really like that little touch that they had, and just the colors I think are really soft. That doesn't really have anything to do with the performance, but they also do have Flyknit, what am I saying? They have flywire cables that help you lock your foot down. And also just for how the materials perform, I feel like they were ready straight out the box. Like if you have a game at 4, you know the drill, you get shoes at 3, you're gonna be fine, good to go. The materials are already soft and kind of broken into. I didn't really have any problems with the materials. They were pretty comfortable and they contained my foot well. Moving on to the fit section of the Hyperdunk 2017 Flyknits, I really feel like the fit was good for me. I went true to size and I didn't have any problems. I do have a little bit of a wider foot, so like that's something to keep in mind, but I didn't have any problems with the fit, especially like after I hooped in these a while. They started to conform to my foot really well. My heel was locked in and my forefoot was locked in. I just didn't have any issues with the fit at all. If anything, I would suggest you guys go true to size, or also try the shoes on in store, because my foot could be different than your foot, and I would hate for me to recommend you to go true to size and then they just don't fit you when they come to the door. But I definitely do advise you guys to try on all the shoes before purchasing them, because these are kind of expensive, or a lot of basketball shoes are expensive, so you want to make sure that they fit your foot right. But for me, the fit was perfect. I didn't have any issues. There was like very little dead space for me. I always like a little bit more room in my shoes, so like these gave that to me, and just everything, the fit was just really good. It locked my foot down. Nothing else too much to say about the fit. Moving on to the support. Now the support is the one part that I feel like might have a little bit of a weakness for me personally. These remind me of the LeBron 12s, like the little outriggers kind of like bulging out. I did have a little bit of stability issues in the shoe. It's more of a rounded outsole, kind of like the Kyrie 2s, and I did roll over a couple times. I didn't twist my ankle, but I definitely felt like a little unstable in the shoe. But after a while, I kind of got used to it, and it just didn't really affect the performance that much. But that's just something to keep in mind. If you really want a stable shoe, I don't think this is the shoe for you. After a while, I didn't really have a problem with the weird outrigger design or like instability issues. I feel like you have to get used to it a little bit. But if you do need a very stable shoe, I don't think you should get this shoe. For the support of heel lockdown and stuff, I didn't have any problems. It locked down my foot perfectly. I didn't have any heel slippage whatsoever. These fit my foot like a sock, and it just felt more of an extension on my foot, and it was just a really good experience for the support section as well. The only thing to keep in mind was the little bit instability at first, but I definitely got used to it after a while. Moving on to durability, I just wanted to touch on it really quick. I feel like the toe box had a lot of that fishing line woven into the Flyknit, so I feel like this is going to be pretty durable. And again, the outsole I feel like would burn down really fast outdoors, but indoors you should be fine. And then the cushioning setup I think is going to be pretty durable. It reminds me a lot of Under Armour Charge foam, and that foam is pretty durable, so I'm assuming that these are going to be durable. Not saying like the two foams are the same, but I just feel like they're very similar. The durability for the shoe should be good as long as you hoop in these only indoors. So overall, the Nike Hyperdunk 2017 Flyknit, sorry I'm moving the shoe a lot, was one of my favorite performers this year. I didn't have any issues straight out the box. I just really like this shoe. I think the traction is gonna be something that attracts a lot of people this year. It's really reminiscent of the Kobe 9s, which was like one of the best basketball shoes of all time. A lot of people like that shoe. This traction is just so good. It's like Hall of Fame worthy traction. The cushioning setup was perfect for me. It provided impact protection while still being low to the ground and very responsive, so it made you feel like you could jump higher and you could cross up people really quickly and stuff like that. The Flyknit and stuff wasn't very hard. It was pretty malleable and it fit the foot really well. And then the support, the only thing that I had a little bit of a complaint about was the stability, but after a while I got used to it and I didn't really like teeter over anymore. And yeah, the durability is pretty solid. So for me, this is probably one of my best, one of the best hoop shoes that I've hooped in a long time. I was just super surprised by the shoe. When I saw Draymond wearing it, I was like, oh shit, I can't wait to get my hands on these. And these definitely didn't disappoint. So for the price of $160, I feel like that is a high price, or kind of a high price, but I feel like it is worth it to go for these, especially if you want like some top of the line traction. I feel like this is a must cop shoe. However, if you don't really like the aesthetics of the shoe, I could totally understand that. But if you're just getting like shoes based on performance, I think you can't go wrong with these. These are really good performers, or at least for me they were. Also, I would say that if you can get these on sale, then definitely cop these. These are definitely worth your money. I just can't like emphasize that enough. I just really love this shoe, as you guys can probably tell. Yeah, that's gonna pretty much take care of my performance review on the Nike Hyperdunk 2017 Flyknit editions. I got them in the Nike Lab colorway, which I just really like. It's like olive green, and I just like think it's really sauce. Let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think of the aesthetics or performance of the Hyperdunk 2017s. And yeah, other than that though, please leave a like on the video if you found it entertaining or informative, and also make sure you just subscribe to my channel. I do have a lot more videos coming soon. Other than that though, I don't have anything else to say to you guys, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.